What's good? Welcome back. Welcome to Brice Reacts, man. We back with another one. Today we're here to react to Make Them Pay by Drake on Iceman. One of my favorite records with a lot of great nuance and subtle bars and disses and jabs, which, was the constant theme on Iceman. But with that being said, today we're going to watch a clip with Rory and Maul and also go over a couple of the just I think crazy bars that was also in this song as well. But with that being said, man, we're gonna hop right into this Rory and Maul clip and see what they were talking about.
Drake has one of the craziest bars, I think, in rap. One of the slickest bars in rap history, and Make Them Pay for sure.
Which is what?
Which bar would it be?
The Aiden Ross.
Sorry, but yeah, we're talking about that on stream.
No, seriously, that's one of the slickest bars in rap history. You know, first of all, Drake didn't write that. The universe wrote that. You know what had to happen for that bar to just think about that. You know what had to happen for that bar to happen?
What had to happen, Mark?
Okay, so two people had to meet up, make love, and have a.
Now, when you think of it that deep, like for a nigga to really craft a shit like that, it's like, nah, you really are fortunate to even have the scenario of where the Aiden Ross bar could even come into a certain thing like that. That is honestly clever. How not even clever, just funny how a lot of this stuff do play out. But this is utterly hilarious.
Named Aiden Ross.
You think he was made out
And
of
then that kid Aiden Ross had to grow up. That kid Aiden Ross had to grow up and become a streamer. Mm-hmm. Right?
And then he had to get a steak deal and meet Drake.
It's a lot of things that had to happen for that bar to happen, which is why that bar is one of the slickest bars in rap. Listen, when Drake played that, imagine hearing that song and then you can't tell nobody about that song.
Yeah.
Like when I heard that song and I heard that bar, I was just like, all right, man, how am I supposed to just keep this under wrap? Like I just heard some of the greatest raps, some of the greatest artists in the history of music, and I can't tell nobody about this shit.
No, Warriors not.
Yeah, no, that's most definitely. Only is it a great bar, it's double entendre. Like, yeah, no, it definitely speaks to the high level of talent that I've always said that Drake had. And people will be like, man, Iceman, you name 5 bars, name 5 bars. We're going to name 5 bars just on this one song. And with that being said, this is not necessarily opening up with the bar. It's just opening up with just the meaning of the song. Because I think with him and Khaled and a lot of that Palestine stuff, like it had a lot of good meaning on there. Hold on, let's fix this real quick. There we go. But just looking at some of the meaning and stuff like that from I want to be free, I just want to be free, and then also it's talking about his career with UMG and things like that. Like this whole song was damn near a double entendre. The What are we looking at? A mantra like please for release, whether from pressure, expectation, conflict, or the weight of his own reputation on Iceman, where Drake leans into persona of cold, precision, the looping phase, which I'm not even trying to get into that more. It was more this also is a clear shot at UMG. He's clearly pleading that he wants to get out of his contract or current deal with them, which I mean, that's what a lot of people are speculating. He dropped 3 albums to actually fulfill that. Then you get into, I think, one of the craziest bars I haven't really heard people talking about. And I face the way they painted me, but it hurt just like I'm from the Philly Eagles. Like I didn't I heard him say the bar, but the hurt part was I kept missing that because I'm like I wasn't getting the pain at me a certain like I was like what why would the Philly Eagles why would they feel a certain why was they feeling hurt in a certain type of way I wasn't thinking about Jalen Hurts, so that was a crazy double entendre in itself. Drake compares the ability to take hits from the public and industry and stay strong to like Philly quarterback Jalen Hurts, which is insane. Like I said, it's a double entendre with just how the bar is being played. But then when you actually go into how like he's comparing himself to that person as well, like Like you have to give that nigga his props, bro. It's utterly ridiculous. The ability to do the same while playing his sport, hers characteristically wears large amounts of eye black or face paint that covers both his cheeks. And you go into this bar, don't be surprised you see the whole YMNCA just like the Village People, whole Young Money team inside of California, which is just talking about the they love me in the Bay, they love me more in your city than they love you. Like Drake been kind of talking about that to Kendrick and saying like nigga they you might run Compton, you might feel like you got this shit on lock, but nigga your people over there love me just as much if not more than you. Then you look at that double entendre as well. The Village People is the band that created the song YMCA. So like now Drake was actually in a like I said Ultra Instinct back this whole album. We got another one. I'm supposed to be my brother's keeper. Don't make us hit another buzzer beater. Like this is one of the LeBron ones I missed, I really shouldn't have just because this is right before you say I'm trying to catch boys stargazing and they feel like little leaguers, which is hard to me. And then they say ain't no passes for you, crib walking, all that diss talking, kiddo, beat it. Which that's hard in itself with the Mike Jack shit like that. And you already know how that was having a bunch of entendre. I mean, not entendre, just bars with Michael Jackson and Prince during the beef. But this was kind of lengthy. I am my brother's keeper is a phrase originated from the Bible, which Cain and Abel. You see how that went. One of the brothers turned on them. So that's like I said. When you look at the double entendre, it's like yeah, the bars are double entendre just because of like how you could like, but the actual correlations that's hitting home is ridiculous. Given in the weekend, real name is Abel, like ties back to a constant theme and tension. Like it's triple entendres here, and it's like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and that like bro, bro, bro. It's three different meanings, but then the meanings actually tie into each other. I don't think that's what triple entendre mean. I think triple entendre usually just mean you got three different meanings. They didn't always have to tie into each other, if I'm not mistaken, which is utterly insane to me. Additionally, this could be a reference to LeBron. Drake thought he and LeBron was brothers before he sacrificed the video. I can't. It's Surface video. It's kind of hard to read it. LeBron dancing to the Kendrick Lamar "Not Like Us," and then furthering this buzzer beater line plays the meme word LeBronto. Top off the buzzer beater. Drake flips this and posts himself as one having a final score. Time the buzzer beater against LeBron. So yeah, I don't think many people talked about that one. I like that one a lot. You niggas run to Hove and talk to. Oh my bad. You niggas run and talk to Hove for a second opinion. Me, I stand 10 T's and accepted the mission. And then you go even furthermore because I rather death than submission. How you gonna press the ignition? Let some memories of the past affect your decision. I love you because of the history, but if we being real, I could never forgive you. All right, and then that goes into, I mean, you can keep going even more, where there's too many chefs in the kitchen. Fuck the big three anyway. There's too many chefs in the kitchen. It was a mess to begin with. Like he went crazy, and I didn't know that when he was talking to Hov like the second opinion shit. I didn't know that was necessarily a diss to J. Cole. I thought maybe Pusha T. I thought maybe Kendrick. Who knows who else people he was talking about? They said you niggas, but clearly the better reference is like the one I guess people know for a fact that can verify is the J. Cole running to him about the beef, which will also be even more interesting about why Drake may feel a certain way with Jay-Z. I watched the video talking about how Meek Mill and Jay-Z had connections around it at that time when he beefed with him. Pusha T is very brunch, breakfast, Jay-Z brunch or whatever. He's always up Jay-Z's coattail. And then you get the Kendrick, him putting up on the Super Bowl. So it's like Jay-Z's been heavily influenced or like on the side of a lot of guys that Drake in beef with the last, 3 times he's actually in beef, which is, you could call it a coincidence, but that starts to look a certain way. And then when you see if Drake might have actually had an ally, Jay-Z talks him off that stage, or I mean, technically made him talk on the stage and talk about how he cried and shit. But essentially he kind of talked him off that hill, which is interesting. I can see why Drake is even more heated towards Jay-Z in a sense. It's like you getting involved in shit that's not necessarily you, and how he feels the way about J. Cole. It's like, nigga, you can't stand on your own toes. Like, you got to go ask Jay-Z, and instead of just going in with your brother. But let's move on. And then we get into, because I read the Death and Submission, which is finishing up what we already kind of got into. But some of the breakdown, Drake is saying, we'd rather die or submit, back down in conflict. The question how someone fully press the ignition, move forward with aggression if they're still being affected by the past experience or second thought. That could possibly be a reference to J. Cole, brief involvement. Obviously, we know that. And then we go into, and now the new GOAT, and we got to test the position. I like that one a lot. And now they got a new GOAT. What we say, and we got to test the position. I wish I could. I might have to zoom in or something. I'm down there squinting to look at this shit. The public crowned Kendrick the new GOAT off the back of the beef. Drake isn't really genuinely saying that Kendrick is the GOAT, but rather he say they, the culture, the blogs, that his haters, etc., handed him the title, and with that title comes a standard that he now has to live up to, and which Drake is willing to call out and battle with and still compete against. So it's like, nigga, you say you that, but we're gonna really see. I love that bar. I see a lot of people talk about that one. Then we get to one of the last ones I wanted to get into. Outside, we already heard the Aiden Ross bar. You could kind of see that up there. Dog, I was Aiden Ross with strings before Aiden Ross, and then you go into the Khaled bar. Khaled, you know what it mean. The beef was fully live, and you went halal. You got on your dean. You and the people, you and your dean, and your people still waiting on a free Palestine. But apparently, everything is in black and white and red, green down. I'm saying everyone's true colors. That's tough. For real, I'm sensing a theme. I'm greater than everybody. Like I'm straightening some cheese. Like, nah, niggas was going crazy. They said they ain't like that bar. I ain't gonna lie. After he just gave that whole deep complex of the nigga, everything ain't as black or as white as it seems, but then he throws the red and the green. Like that's just tough. Like just concept and just thought period to go ahead and put that extra shit in there. Obviously to wrap up along with the Be Free, the Palestine stuff, like everything went crazy. And then like we said, he finished it up with, I've seen everybody true colors after listing all those colors. Like, nah, it's tough. It's tough. But then you get into this one. And the only reason I brought this one up is because it was interesting to me. Now the penthouse is in Bahamas, right next to Jordan, like I'm Lebanese. And they say Michael Jordan owns a private luxury estate in Bahamas while not sharing a border with Lebanon and Jordan or neighboring countries in Lebanon. So the only reason I brought this one up is because it's like I got the reference between Bahamas. I'm standing right next to the Bahamas and Jordan, like Lebanese, but it's like, is that a double entendre? Because LeBron is right next to Jordan, and it's like Lebanese just so happen to be so close to LeBron's name, and the fact that just like now I'm in a penthouse next to Jordan, like Lebanese is like. I don't know if he was trying to do that or that just so happened to be a very close thing. But the fact that LeBron is considered widely number one and number two right next to Jordan, they literally neighbors, is also a true that the country Jordan and Lebanese is right next to each other. And it's also true that he got a penthouse next to Jordan in Bahamas. Like this shit like that utterly blows my mind at how great Drake displayed his rapping ability all over Iceman. I said this was just one song, Make Them Pay, and people was asking name five name five bars on the whole Iceman project, brother. It was probably another 6 or 7 that I skipped just because I had to save some time. But with that being said, I'll be back to upload some more content involving Iceman soon, and more reactions that come across me as these couple days go by. We're gonna keep posting, try to get this out daily. So with that being said, make sure y'all like and subscribe to keep up with your boys' new channel, Brice Reacts. Shout out to y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching, man. We about this thing. Peace.